Peace, infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, here we are in another part of the park. We've got some wood behind us, some Hollywood. Angels, demons, and vampires. If I say the word demon, something comes into your mind. If I say the word vampire, something comes into your mind. And if I say the word angel, something else comes into your mind. It's amazing how words play on our minds. And I think when we talk of demons and vampires, I just feel there's been so much confusion throughout the ages, and even more kind of confusion in 2012. Because this whole battle of good and evil, which has been taking place on the planet for eons, light versus darkness, good versus bad, all of these things. I think so many of us, we just really confuse so much when we talk of angels and demons and all of these things. And a lot of us, we're still in fear of these words, which that's all they are. They're just words in my mind. They're just human concepts. And the moment I just let go of all of this fear and realize they're just words, so much began to make sense within my own journey. And when we talk of the word demons, I feel because a lot of humanity, we've been brainwashed. So many of us, we're still under universal mind control. I'm not trying to say I'm not, but we all are to a certain extent, but some more than others. And when we talk of the word demon, for example, a lot of people say, oh my gosh, that's to do with the devil. And a lot of people who are, it's amazing, a lot of people who are really on the inward journey might be under attack because they are not following the script. They're not going along to get along. They're really thinking outside of the box. They're beginning to tap into their own authenticity. And some people might say they're demons. In a lot of cultures, people who can think for themselves are feared. They're revered. Because these are the people with the true power of going within. And I think, in my mind, in my limited perception, the human body, the human being, is like a house, is like a mansion. And there are many entities who are occupying it at any given time in space. And when we talk of, it's just like if you leave some sugar out, leave some sugar on the road or on the grass, and all of a sudden all of these flies from nowhere, they just come and they go to the sugar. How did they know the sugar was there? Resonance. And in my mind, basically the human being, we are attracting things all the time to us. Certain entities are coming to stay with us, and they're going to inspire us, and people throughout the ages in history have called them angels. And at the same time, certain entities are going to destroy us, and people have called them in mythology demons. And really and truly, I think when we have this notion of devil worship, when I realized that really and truly all of this is really just to, there is no devil out there. The only devil is you. Human beings are good and evil. We are God and the devil. And what I mean by this is that a lot of us, because everything is in perfect equilibrium, and for me, as I see it, a lot of us, we have attracted negative energies to us because we are that negative energy already. And when we talk of vampires as well, we could talk of Count Dracula. As I see it, everyone to a certain extent is a vampire as well, because we all live in a symbiotic relationship with something else. I've got the sun coming on my face right now, shining, and I'm feeding off the sun. So I'm a vampire to a certain extent because I'm extracting light from the sun. The sun, many of us, we are living off the sun. So we are all vampires to a certain extent. And just the more and more I'm just expanding my mind, I'm realizing that there is nothing to fear in all of these terms. You've had throughout the ages, people have called some women witches. And you've had even have witches who were burnt on the stake. Because they were going into themselves. They were realizing that they had this inner power. And that's scary for the so-called powers that be. And a witch, what does a witch mean? A witch is just a word, but what does it mean? At the end of the day, it's all about power here. But essentially, it's all about letting go of fear. These beings who realized that there was nothing to fear, these are the ones who have been called demons, vampires, and witches, and all of these things. But when that disappears, when all of that goes away, when the fear disappears, then you don't look at anybody, for me anyway, I don't look at people as being witches or demons or any of these things. All I realize is that, yes, there are entities on this planet, but at the same time, we choose what we bring into ourselves through our thoughts, because each thought we have, in my mind, is like a child. We're giving birth all the time. And yes, there are spirits out there who are there to destroy us. They're not there to destroy us, but they will destroy us if we attract them to us. But they're just doing their job. And it's some of these spirits, in my mind, in my limited perception, yes, they can even be sold in alcohol, and that's why they call them spirits. And that's why a lot of people, when they get very drunk of these spirits, they act in ways they would have never thought they would act, because they are under these spirits who are taking control of their body. But really and truly, I feel that there is nothing to fear with these terms. But really, one has to get really a deeper awareness of all of these concepts and think and understand how they've been used, or overstand or innerstand, how they've been used to control the mass population. But really and truly, for me, there is nothing to fear. And good and evil are just servants of the Creator. Peace, infinite waters diving deep. Yes, stay healthy, stay well. Peace.